to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Just going live for a little while. It helps when I go live a little bit, even if it's on a Saturday, even if it's for a short time. Like the video as you guys come in. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Um, where we talk hot topics, trending topics. I was about to say something else and I changed my mind. So like the video as you guys come in. Let me go ahead and do my disclaimer. Just give me a second. All comments are alleged, period. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Thanks for being here, you guys. We're just gonna do a quick short live. Hold on one second. We're gonna talk hot topics, trending topics. But I hope everyone's having a happy Saturday. I am. So there's that. Let's see. Please like the video. Of course, by thumbsing up the video. But we're going to get into what's being talked about in regards to Trump. Like the video as you guys come in. Thanks for being here. I hope everyone's having a great morning. Let's get to the video.
Pre-K programs a six-page list of words that they are forbidden from using when describing themselves, or else they will lose public funding. Among the hundreds of apparently dangerous banned words: race, accessible, disability, Gulf of Mexico, minority, trauma, tribal, belong, and women.
We see in Head Start in particular, where the banned words include some of Head Start's core constituencies, like tribal, Native American, Black, Latinx, disabilities, and it's trying to erase these communities from the program, even though they're some of the very families that Congress designed the program for. I mean, how can you teach kids with disabilities if you can't acknowledge that kids with disabilities exist? It sounds nonsensical because it is, but that's why I think it's important to consider the larger agenda of these DEI bans, not just within Head Start, but all across the federal government.
Like the video as you guys come in.
Court filing, the Trump administration sent pre-K programs a six-page list of words that they are forbidden from using when describing themselves, or else they will lose public funding. Among the hundreds of apparently dangerous banned words: race, accessible, disability, Gulf of Mexico, minority, trauma, tribal, belong, and women.
We see in Head Start in particular, where the banned words include some of Head Start's core constituencies, like tribal, Native American, Black, Latinx, disabilities, and it's trying to erase these communities from the program, even though they're some of the very families that Congress designed the program for. I mean, how can you teach kids with disabilities if you can't acknowledge that kids with disabilities exist? It sounds nonsensical because it is, but that's why I think it's important to consider the larger agenda of these DEI bans, not just within Head Start, but all across the federal government.
Good morning, everyone. Like the video as you guys come in. Like the video as you guys come in. Are you surprised that this is what's going on? We're going to get into some hot topics, trending topics. Like the video as you guys come in. The other day, they did something in regards to the health and wellness of the community. I'm not certain if you guys heard about what he was planning to do in regards to the benefits of our health. We could talk about that, but let's get into that as well. Like the video as you guys come in. I appreciate everyone for being here. I hope everyone's having a great day. I have some people kind of waiting on me, so I kind of needed to come live just for, just to kind of get back into that algorithm. Fighting to get back into that algorithm is not easy, but it's all good. Here we go in regards to the health plan.
This is direction, not a fully written bill. Congress would still have to turn this into actual law.
Thanks for being here, everyone.
Rules and guardrails. That's important to keep in mind as we go through this, because some of the biggest questions people have are still unanswered. Now, the reason this announcement landed with so much weight is because of what happened just weeks earlier. Extra subsidies that help people afford insurance under the Affordable Care Act expired at the end of last year. For a lot of families, that meant premiums jumped, sometimes by hundreds of dollars a month. And if you're on a fixed income or juggling rent, food, and medical costs, that kind of increase hits hard. So when the administration talks about lowering costs and sending money directly to people, that message is clearly aimed at folks feeling that pressure right now. One of the clearest parts of the plan, and probably the part you've heard the most about, is prescription drugs. This has been a major focus. The idea here is that Americans often pay way more for the same medications than people in other wealthy countries. Same drug, same manufacturer, but wildly different prices. The administration says that's not fair, and they want to tie U.S. prices to the lowest prices paid abroad. This approach is often called most favored nation pricing. In simple terms, if a drug company sells a medication cheaper in another country, Americans should be able to get something close to that price too. The White House says they've already started negotiating voluntary deals with drug makers, and many companies have agreed to some form of price reductions, especially for certain government programs. Now, you might have heard some big numbers thrown around, like prices dropping 80 or 90%. Those claims grab attention, but they need context. In reality, these discounts apply to specific situations, mostly tied to government programs or direct purchase channels. If you're insured through your job or buying coverage on your own, you may not see dramatic changes right away. Still, supporters argue this sets a precedent, and once it's written into law, it could expand. If you've ever stood at the pharmacy counter and thought, wait, why does this cost so much? This part of the plan speaks directly to that frustration. And yeah, I've been there myself, looking at a receipt and wondering how a small bottle of pills turned into a budget problem. Another big piece of this plan is where the money goes. And this is where things get more controversial. Right now, a lot of government healthcare assistance flows through insurance companies. Subsidies help lower premiums, but the money goes to insurers first, not directly to you. President Trump has been very clear that he wants to flip that. His argument is that the money should go straight to people, letting them choose how to spend it on healthcare coverage. On the surface, that sounds empowering. More control, more choice, less middleman involvement. But here's where the details really matter, and where critics start raising red flags. If people use that money to buy cheaper plans that don't meet current standards, it could leave sicker or older patients in more expensive insurance pools. That could push premiums even higher for those who need comprehensive coverage the most. And this is one of those moments where you see the tension between flexibility and stability. Choice feels good, but healthcare markets are delicate. A small shift can have big ripple effects. The plan doesn't clearly spell out how protections like coverage for pre-existing conditions would be enforced under this new structure, and that uncertainty is a big reason why some people are nervous. Another thing the plan emphasizes a lot is transparency. And honestly, this is one area where there's broad agreement that something needs to change. If you've ever gotten a medical bill weeks after a visit and thought, I had no idea this would cost that much, you're not alone. The administration wants hospitals, insurers, and providers to clearly post prices, explain coverage in plain language, and disclose things like denial rates and wait times. The idea is that sunlight changes behavior. If prices are visible, providers compete. If denial rates are public, insurers behave better. That's the theory. And while some studies show mixed results, transparency still resonates with people because the current system feels secretive and one-sided. There's also a strong
Like the video as you guys come in. Like the video as you guys come in. Thanks for being here.
focus on cutting out middlemen.
Texas is feeling unwelcome.
Like the video as you guys come in. Like the video as you guys come in.
There's also a strong focus on cutting out middlemen, especially pharmacy benefit managers. These are companies that negotiate drug prices behind the scenes, and critics say they often drive up costs while taking a cut for themselves. The plan calls for ending certain rebate and kickback practices, arguing that savings should go to patients, not intermediaries. What's interesting here is that this criticism isn't just coming from one side. There's growing bipartisan frustration with how complex and opaque the healthcare system has become. So even if people disagree on solutions, there's shared recognition that the system isn't working as cleanly as it should. Now, stepping back for a moment, it's important to understand the political context. Healthcare has always been one of the hardest issues to tackle in this country. Every major reform...
Okay, let's continue. Let's get to some other hot topics, trending topics. Like the video as you guys come in. We've talked Trump. Many people have been talking about Desmond was caught in a club kissing another woman. That's not his wife. She's been identified. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. I'm wondering if they're going to give people, let me go back. I'm wondering if they're going to give people enough money in regards to the health care insurance, because your doctor, certain things cost certain things. You go to emergency, certain things cost certain things. I'm wondering if it's going to be enough coverage for people. I will say that. So Desmond was caught cheating with a woman, kissing a woman. Now, some are saying this possibly could have just been recent that he was kissing that woman. Many people thought that it was him kissing that woman prior to, and that's possibly what caused the breakup. But many people are like, wow, Desmond, it's sad that you were caught up. And many people say, well, did he want to get a divorce? And that's why he's just not caring, but he should care because he has children. So let's continue. We're just doing some hot topics, trending topics. She talked about Nene returning to Bravo.
Nene and I have a good relationship, and on Nene going back to Bravo. So Nene and I have a good relationship, and I'm so happy for her, for whatever makes her happy in her life. And everyone makes decisions for different reasons, emotionally, financially, career, relevance, whatever anyone's choice is. I'm thrilled for Nene. And I want to mention a couple of things. One, I've never in history heard of someone go after a company and take legal action.
Yeah, so she took legal action. Now they're saying she's coming back. Are you guys surprised that Nene is back? Now, this is the biggest thing I'll tell you. Nene wanted to go back. She kept saying, I'll go back if they ask me. I'll go back if they ask me. If they ask me, I'll go back. Many people are surprised. Yes, she did take legal action. I don't know what type of lawyer she had. She should have had receipts. She should have had a better lawyer to help her through the situation of what was going on. They went into her closet. She said, don't go in the closet. So, well wishes to Nene. We're just doing some hot topics, trending topics. Are you guys surprised that Nene is going back? In regards to the medical thing, if they're talking about $100 and then $100, let's see, $100 a month and $40 specialty copay, I don't know if $100 a month is going to be enough. A friend of mine works at a hospital, and they've said that the copays, how expensive it is, if things change, how it'll affect the hospital that they work at. It is what it is. Let's continue. This is Chrissy and Desmond back in the day. So they used to do their skits. It was all planned in regards to what the skits were going to be.
Desmond Scott was spotted kissing in a Houston bar, has been identified, and she ain't holding the candle to Chrissy.
That's him in the bar kissing somebody. He was spotted. He made a choice.
According to TMZ, she is a 24-year-old Houston model named Marissa Springer. She is currently in school getting her master's in business. TMZ is reporting that Desmond met this jump off the night that they were spotted kissing in Senate Bar in Houston, and I personally don't believe that kissing session was too hot and heavy for them to have met that night, in my opinion. He definitely has a certain look, if you guys know what I'm saying. TMZ is claiming that they met each other through a mutual pal, and once they...
Yeah, Desmond has a type. For them to be hugged up, kissed up the way they were, some are saying they met that night. Why would you be kissing a person, a stranger like that, if you don't even know who they are?
Pal, and once they met, sparks just flew into a drinks flowing, just equaled them kissing hot and heavy in the bar. To be honest, she is a beautiful girl, but I just cannot believe he left his wife for this. I'm curious to know what you guys think regarding this, and if you guys believe the lie that they are telling TMZ, which is that they met that night and that they just hit it off so well that they started making out in the club. I'm calling BS, especially due to the fact that he been said he wanted to get out of the relationship with Chrissy and that he's the one who was requesting the divorce. I'm almost convinced that they knew each other before that night. Let me know what y'all think regarding this down in the comments. This is diabolical, y'all. Drop them thoughts below. Peace. Talk about downgrading. Woman Desmond Scott was spotted.
Yeah, so many people feel that he didn't upgrade. Many people are saying Chrissy The mother of his children is gorgeous, beautiful. They have a family that's built, a house that they just moved into within the less than 5 years. It's a brand new house. But he made a choice to cheat on his wife. And now he's already spotted kissing a woman. Many people are saying it's a distraction. Is he trying to distract away from many people talking about him the way they're talking about him? Is it a distraction in regards to what they're trying to say about him and his choices that he's made? Is he just getting intoxicated like that to numb the pain? Is he feeling away? And then this young lady, just the way she's sitting on him, I would not let somebody new sit on my lap like that. That seemed too comfortable. It seems as if they knew each other. Who gonna sit on a man lap like that, be kissing a man like that, and y'all just met? Even if you're intoxicated, your boy not gonna say, "Hey man, you don't know her like that," and then you don't want to be, you know, you don't want to be known for saying, he pushed up on me and he grabbed me, and then we started kissing. I just went for it. You know what I mean? You got to be careful just kissing random people. But Desmond made a decision and he has to live with it. Let's go to more topics, trending topics. There was some other stuff. I'll play this, but there was some other stuff I wanted to show y'all.
Jehovah's Witnesses. And as an ex-JW, I'm going to give you my point of view on their divorce from a religious standpoint. This post, we see proof that they were Jehovah's Witnesses. Nobody be out here saying serving Jehovah if you're not a Jehovah's Witness.
Facts.
She made that clear as stated here in this post, so don't come for me. I will say, first of all, I do not think either of them are still Jehovah's Witnesses, and I don't think they have been for. I haven't seen them mention being a Jehovah's Witness in a very long time. So in this religious organization, or I actually call it a cult, they do encourage the youth to get married early so you don't commit sin, which is premarital sex, right? So you have a lot of people getting married very young, just like they did. I believe they got married when they were teenager, like 18.
Who they telling to be quiet?
You are not encouraged to get divorced unless your partner dies or there's infidelity.
Who they telling to be quiet?
The key factor here is that
Who they telling to be quiet and somebody's a client? You in here. Are you doing your page? You on my page. Go do your page. Don't be disrespectful in comments. Be kind in comments today.
That clear as stated here in this post, so don't come for me. I will say, first of all, I do not think either of them are still Jehovah's Witnesses, and I don't think they have been for a while, because I haven't seen them mention being a Jehovah's Witness in a very long time. So in this religious organization, or I actually call it a cult, they do encourage the youth to get married early so you don't commit sin, which is premarital sex, right? So you have a lot of people getting married very young, just like they did. I believe they got married when they were teenager, like 18 or 19. You are not encouraged to get divorced unless your partner dies or there's infidelity. Hello, does that sound familiar? The key factor here is that they do disfellowshipping in this religious organization, which means you will become publicly shunned if you break one of the biblical commandments. The way you get publicly shunned is only if you are a baptized Christian, which most people in this religion that were born and raised in it are a baptized Christian by the age of freaking 12, 13, 14, because it is so highly encouraged. So now that process of getting disfellowshipped, which means that you committed a sin, right? So now you're getting publicly shunned. People are not allowed to talk to you.
This is not a pre-recorded live. This is actually live. I'm spending my Saturday. I'm on my way to an event. I am dressed and cute. This is live. Thanks for being here. Do you see the thing above says live? Hello. Hi.
14, because it's so highly encouraged. So now that process of getting disfellowshipped, which means that you committed a sin, right? So now you're getting publicly shunned. People are not allowed to talk to you. Your own family, if they're baptized, also should not be talking to you. And a lot of people do not want to get divorced.
Thanks for saying my voice is amazing. Thank you.
Which means that you committed a sin, right? So now you're getting publicly shunned. People are not allowed to talk to you. Your own family, if they're baptized, also should not be talking to you. And a lot of people do not want to get divorced from their partners because they don't want to get embarrassed publicly. Being disfellowshipped publicly is a humiliation ritual. That's why I believe these shame tactics and control tactics they use is such a horrible way to bring people into a relationship with God, right? I almost find it contradictory to having a relationship with God, but that is my opinion. I have been out of this cult for about 5-6 years, but it has come to my understanding that they no longer practice this disfellowshipment process to this extent.
So who knows if they're still within the church. It seems as if Desmond made a decision. He cheated on his wife. Let's continue. I got some stuff I got to show y'all. Like the videos, y'all come in. Like the videos, y'all come in. Okay, so this is Kanye's wife. I'm wondering if that calms Kanye down. So I'm wondering if that calms him down. Bianca hardly ever trends. Bianca hardly ever goes for media. Now understand, she's a highly educated woman, but if that's something that calms her down, that's beautiful. Okay, many people have been talking about Shannon Sharpe. What is Shannon Sharpe doing? He trying to show off. Okay, so y'all know I did a video on Shannon Sharpe, I want to say this month. He was talking about going to somewhere to try and find him a girl. Many people are like, see, here he go again, flaunting, showing money. Yeah, I guess he would let his beard go white. But then go and look at one of my shorts where Shannon Sharpe talking about going to some country to find him a girl. Now he want to show off some money. These older men are something else. We get it though, because they want to flex. Sometimes they're having issues with whatever they call it. But Shannon Sharpe is something else. Something else. If you did not know, many people, Shannon Sharpe has a podcast called Club Shay Shay. He trended in regards to Cat Williams telling on the world lies will be exposed. Then Shannon Sharpe had a lawsuit that he settled in regards to a young girl that he was dating. Now he want to floss. So I'm wondering if Shannon Sharpe is having issues finding a decent woman to date now. And if he's cautious. From that video, he was talking about, I'ma go so find me a girl with long hair. Everybody's like, see, he up to some stuff, and then he wants to fly. Now I don't know who money this is. I don't know where it came from, but he's trying to make it rain. Some of these men will do a lot for media attention, clicks, and views. And then remember, if you did not hear, go back and listen to some of those videos in regards to Shannon Sharpe and that girl. So concerning. So concerning. Yeah, Gabby, ... Shannon was saying some interesting things to that girl, and she recorded him. So men, be careful who you date. Be careful who you spend time with. A lot of these famous men that are well off and rich need to make sure they get NDAs. Many people were saying in regards to Shannon Sharpe, why didn't he have an NDA with some of these women he were dating? Because a lot of them spoke out when that lawsuit was going on. So well wishes to Shannon Sharpe. What's really going on? Dude, there's another thing I want to show y'all. And I don't know if this is real or fake. Hold on. Nope. Hold on. I cover it up because there's certain stuff I can't show on YouTube. I don't know if this is real or fake, y'all, but I don't know. Hold on. I'm coming to it. Hold on. I'm coming to it. Did Kanye really join them? This is several pictures of it. I had heard that they might put out a call for people to join them in the streets. Did Kanye really join ICE? Did he really? Or is this AI generated? I don't know. Y'all tell me. When was this posted? This was posted 4 days ago. Is this real or fake, y'all? My goodness. Do y'all believe that he out there with ICE trying to do, and then he got his hat on? Oh my goodness. Kanye's something else. Kanye's something else, y'all. Let me see what this say. Kanye was seen in full ICE, tactical gear, making arrest. What do you think about this? I just saw this today. Guess what? I was not gonna go live. Well, once I saw, that's why it's bleary like that. Once I saw, I'm looking cute. Once I saw, it's bleary because I had something on my hands. Once I saw that Kanye, see how much better that is? Once I saw Kanye was in this outfit, I had to go live just because of Kanye and Bianca. Isn't that something? This is true. This is true. But it's good that he finding something to do. It's good that he finding something to do. Go check out my short regarding Kanye West. He had tried to do a few patents, and I think some of his patent or trademarks were denied. I'm wondering who he got to help him regards to the patents or trademarks. But they're saying that some of them were denied. So he might have been a little frustrated about that. But that's he's out and about. Yep. He out and about. Isn't that something? I haven't seen nobody talk about this. At first, I sometimes say, is this real or fake? But this is a real post. Yeah. Yeah, he's still out here. But many people were wondering what's going on and why did he do all that regarding his teeth? Some people say, was that him sitting on a bench looking away? Remember how Kanye said, if I'm gone for a long time, he don't know if that's going to be really, you should question if that's really him or not. Remember when Kanye said that? No, it's not. It's not AI. This is really him. This is really him with people. Now, I don't know what you have to do and what you have to qualify to help or assist. This is a real post. No, this is not a fake image. Look, it's saying it right here. Kanye West. Kanye West seen with ICE and full tactical gear. Making arrests. What do you think about it? And this is where I got it. So I always show y'all where I get stuff. But if this is true, this is interesting that he out and about helping and serving. Isn't this something? This is the only reason why I went live, to show y'all this, because I am shocked. But well wishes to Kanye. If he out serving and assisting, it's giving him something to do. And maybe this is what he needed. Maybe this is what it needed. That thing says, it's saying AI info. But maybe it is fake. I don't know. But this thing say that this is real. So even if I don't know. But Kanye's been quiet. He's been quiet. He did spend the holiday with the children. But a lot of people do a lot of different posts. And some stuff is not real. But this is saying it was 4 days ago. And I always will tell y'all, is this real or fake? I'm questioning it too. Because didn't they put out a call for people to help or assist? And maybe there was a special project or whatever. He went to assist and talk to them for a day. I don't know if this is a continuous thing. I can't confirm or deny, but I don't know if this will be a continuous thing. Okay, y'all, I'm cute. I got to be somewhere. It's saying that it's supposed to be real, but I can't confirm or deny. I'm just showing y'all the pictures. Maybe he went out, and maybe because Kanye grew up in Chicago, maybe he was out there and he was talking to them, and maybe they were saying put on a vest. I don't know if this is going to be a continuous thing. Maybe they were just saying, hey, let's talk. And maybe he just put on a vest to help and talk with them that day. And maybe cleaning up the streets of Chicago. You know what I mean? It's possible. It's possible. Maybe if he was visiting his family in Chicago and he want to clean up the streets and they said, hey, man, just for safety reasons, just put this on. So I can't confirm or deny this is real or fake, but Kanye West's wife is making music. That was interesting. And then this is interesting pictures of the Kardashians too. Back then and now. So that was Kendall. This is that was Kylie. This is Kendall. Chloe. Now Chloe. Then they're going to show Kim. She's seen more of her culture back then than she do now. This is Courtney. She's seen more of her culture than she do now too. And then they're going to show the mom from then and now. Yeah. So that was the other question that me and some of our friends had. Did they have children by who they had children by? So it would be a mixed race, because if a woman is having a lot of plastic surgery or a lot of procedures done, you may question whether you want your daughter to look just like you, your son to have your features. Did they have children by African American men so the children would look a certain way? Because if you're not happy with your features, these Kardashians have had alleged, I can't confirm or deny how many procedures, but if you're not happy with your facial features and you have children, having children by an African American or someone of a different race than yourself, the children would come out looking a little different. Yes, they would, and their children have. And like I said before, I think that the Kardashians should give the children more privacy. I don't think that they should be posting the children all the time. I think the children should have a fair life, be able to grow up outside of the cameras in their face. Because think about it, when it comes to the children having privacy, you want to be able to have quality friends and friends not be close to you because you're posting and going live. You want to have quality relationships. You don't want a man to date you because he's looking for a come up. So they need to give the children a fair shake. But many people are saying they didn't have that. So of course they want to give their children what they didn't have, was the cameras, the media. And then people have been calling Kim out in regards to North. People have been calling Kim out because North piercing, sometimes the piercings are fake, sometimes the piercings are real, but many people have been calling Kim out in regards to North. Yes, many people have been calling Kim out regards to North. And then it may be reported that Kanye may be working with North on some music. He's done that before. So well wishes. A lot going on. I do not agree with Kanye how he is with his wife. I do not agree with what Kim does in regards to North, but it's her child. She gonna make a decision. Yep, she gonna make a decision. Yeah, I would be hot too if I had that money for different procedures. But many people are asking, are they role models? Press 1 if they're great role models. Press 2 if you don't feel that they're role models. And then you know what I saw a video of? Kim was upset about Kanye. And she talked about the damage he allegedly doing is going to be worse than the tape that she did. Do y'all remember that? She said the damage that Kanye's doing and saying, and she know Kanye's not well. She stated that the damage he's doing is going to be worse than her making a videotape. What? What? Go back and listen to how Kim sat and talked with Chris about Kanye. Well wishes to Kanye. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Yeah, watch your comments because YouTube will block your comments. Watch your comments because YouTube will block your comments. YouTube will block your comments. Yeah, but it's something else. These Kardashians are something else. Well wishes. And then Kylie dating Timothy. If they've been together for 3 years, I've said this before, if Kylie's with Timothy, they've been together 3 years, we rarely ever see Kylie and Timothy with her children. It's almost like Kylie's out there with Timothy to promote what he's doing. They go to games together, they go to different events, but Kylie's children is rarely around Timothy. And I told you they listen to content creators and bloggers and YouTubers and podcasts. Now they're trying to say Kylie and Timothy basically are married. That's what some of the posts are saying. They basically been living together for a year. Remember how many people were reporting that Timothy was traveling? Timothy was traveling, and allegedly Kylie was traveling around the world to see Timothy. So remember how when she was with Travis, all about the kids, spending time with the kids, carpet on the kids with the kids. Now she with Timothy, and the kids are not around Kylie and Timothy like that. And is Chris pushing for Kylie to get married to Timothy? This is the other thing. Do y'all think that Kylie is doing the marriage thing because y'all know Jordan just got engaged? So is Kylie a little jealous of Jordan having a good man, good relationship? Now she wanted to have a good man, a good relationship. I'm wondering. Remember all that situation that happened in regards to Jordan and Tristan? I think that was plot plan. I do, my opinion. Because why did Tristan have a party? Khloe didn't show up to the party. Kim didn't show up to the party. Kendall didn't show up to the party. Kylie didn't show up to the party. Kourtney didn't show up to the party. Why is Jordan at a party that the Kardashians are not at? Come on. If Khloe's with Tristan, why aren't you at your man's party? I think the K's and the J's wanted to separate Jordan and Kylie. I do. And then remember how they were trying to attack Jordan, but they weren't really trying to attack Tristan? That's crazy work. He's a man. He's an older, grown man trying to push up on Kylie's friend. That's weird. But Khloe love her some Tristan. Khloe love her some Tristan. Khloe don't even want Tristan to be around his other child. The Marley Nichols situation. Khloe wants Tristan to herself. So I often talk about the unhealthy relationships regarding the Kardashians. They have men that are slightly problematic. Tristan and his situations. Lamar Odom, his situation. Kanye West, his situation. Pete Davis, his situation. Courtney and Scott and his situation. Chris and her situations. Who she dated. My goodness. I don't know. I'm cautious. Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner, who's now respectfully Caitlyn. I can go on and on. Some of these men that they've dated. Lamar Tristan, Kim, Ray J, Kim, Chris Humphries, Courtney, Scott, Courtney, Travis. My goodness, they love the problematic men. They love the problematic men because they know those problematic men will help them trend. Yes, they do. Kylie, Timothy, Kylie, Travis Scott, Kylie, Tyga. Kylie dated Tyga at what age? But here nor there. I have to be somewhere. So copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Do y'all remember when Kylie wore that necklace? Note in the comments, do y'all remember when Kylie wore that necklace? Go back and look it up. Kylie wore the necklace. Kylie sent a cake to Jordan that said what? Go look it up. Kylie Jenner sent Jordan a cake, and the cake said what? And Kylie wore what type of necklace? In a blue outfit. Go look it up. Kylie got backlash in regards to a certain necklace she wore. That's why I talk about them. Remember how Khloe did a Halloween costume and she had women attached to her? Remember how Khloe did a costume and she had women attached to her? They something else. And that's why we talk about certain things. They want to change the narrative. Yes, they're rich, but look at who they had to date to get to that position. Real talk. Yes, they're rich, but look at how the unhealthy relationships that they have. The Kylie Tyga stuff was concerning, and Black China spoke out about Kylie Tyga. What's her name? She was Kim's friend. She allegedly brought Tristan to the party. Remember who? Larsa Pittman. Remember how Larsa was cool with Kim? No longer. Black China was cool with Kylie. They something in regards to their friends. They something in regards to each other. Here nor there. Well wishes. Well wishes. Everyone have a happy Saturday. I had to go live. I'm trying to get myself back into the algorithm. Please hit subscribe. There's about 117 in the building. Please hit subscribe, y'all. Yes, please hit subscribe and turn on your notifications. Please hit subscribe and turn on your notifications. Please hit subscribe and turn on your notifications. Let's get the likes up too. Let's get the likes up. Yeah, I need about 50 people to hit that subscribe button. I'll be bringing y'all to TTT. I really wanted to go into the Anton Daniels stuff and Corey Holcomb. I wanted to go into that. I've been watching very interesting clips. I think Anton wanted to do that. I think Anton wanted to trend. I think Anton wanted to go viral. I do. I really think Anton wanted to trend and go viral. That's a whole subject. I do. I'm wondering if I should cover that a little bit. Let me see. What page is that? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I really think Anton Daniels wanted to trend and go viral. I think he wanted to trend and go viral with Corey. Anton Daniels had said, oh, I covered it up. Anton Daniels himself had said he had kind of studied Corey. And, you know, he had said certain things to Corey before he got there. Let me see if I can find it. Tiana Taylor. Let me see if it's after. I'm trying to find a picture of Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb. Hold on. Was that before or after? But yeah, I think Anton Daniels planned that in regards to going onto that man's show and causing a scene. Let me see. Where's it at? Anton Daniels and Corey. There it is. I really think I think this was plot plan. Like I told y'all before, how he was saying certain things to Corey. Corey Holcomb has said something, why don't you ever talk about Caucasian men? And then Anton Daniels didn't want to talk about that. So how do you make a man shut up? You go low. How you make a man, or how do you change the narrative? Anton Daniels did not want people to start looking up videos of whether he do or don't talk about Caucasian men. So what does he do? He goes really low and he says something to Corey so that trends and go viral. You got to realize Anton Daniels had a panel in regards to his own people, and he was going in on somebody on his own panel. So I don't know what's going on with Anton Daniels, but this is very, very problematic. I will say this: be very careful who you let on your panel. Some of them want your viewers. Some of them want your people. Some of them want to talk about you so they can trend talking about you and shade you. And you got to remember, Anton goes live at night. Sometimes Corey goes live at night. Sometimes people want to take your spot. You got to be careful who you bring on your panel, because sometimes people will interview you and they'll dog you after the interview. He has said, say it one more time. And he didn't say it one more time. And then you're going to see that he said, say it one more time. He put the microphone down. Anton got up. Anton knew to get up. I know Detroit dudes. Trust and believe, I know Detroit dudes. They love at times. Now there's a lot of great Detroit dudes out there, but there's a lot of Detroit dudes that are problematic. They love debates, they love discussions, and they like to start stuff. But there's a lot of them that are hardworking, kind, considerate. They love their moms, they love their fathers. They're very kind. But there are some of the Detroit dudes love to be problematic. They love debates. They love starting drama. And this is what it looked like. I know a lot of Detroit dudes just like him. He was basically like, say it one more time. Say it one more time. And he didn't say it. He got up. He got up. And many people are saying you got to be careful who you have on your panel. Go back and listen to what he said. Then Corey had said, don't be bringing no people here that I didn't invite. He was trying to bring a girl up there to be on the panel with them. And Corey said, I don't know her. Go look at the video. Look, he said, say it one more time. He got up. He got up because he knew Corey was too close. Corey was too close. If he would have let one off, he would have let one off. That's why he put that mic down. When he put that mic down, he knew to get up. He wasn't going to say it again. He knew to get up. And then go back and check this out. Anton Daniels went on that show with somebody outside of his wife. Anton Daniels went on there to promote one of the girls, which is cool. But he out there not with his wife. Then on one of his shows, Anton called his wife. And he said, what do you think about this girl? I'm not going to say her name. What do you think about? Oh, I love her. I love her. I love her. She real cool. Then go check out the video. Anton's wife calls back. And his wife is talking to him. And she was like, am I on speaker? Can they hear me? And he said, no, honey, they can't hear you. So then his wife started inquiring while he was live. Go check out Anton's live. The wife is probably now asking questions because Corey called it out. And then he called his wife. And he might have texted his wife, hey, babe, I'm going to text you. I'm going to call you, da. So his wife may be inquiring. Check out the videos of Anton talking about, oh, I be hanging, when I go out, I be with bad chicks. Why aren't you saying you with your wife? Interesting. This whole situation, interesting. Be very careful who you invite on your podcast. I don't even think Corey has made a video regarding this whole situation. I do not think Corey has made a video regarding this situation since this incident, but Anton Daniels has made a lot of clips. Anton Daniels is trying to talk with his team about what happened, and he going on and on and on, not letting hardly any of his people say a thing. Anton Daniels is something else. I used to be like, dang, he a pretty smart dude. He gives a lot of great information. But when people look for media attention, clicks, and views, they look for media attention, clicks, and views. I like Corey. Yeah, and both of the guys had different things to say about each other. They had some good points, not so good points, but Corey tried to hold his position because that's his show. And if he do anything, he can get taken down from YouTube, right or wrong. His show could be pulled from YouTube. You got to be careful who you invite on your platform. Because Anton Daniels was calling out one of his own panel people. Within the last 10 days, he was going off on one of his own panel people. Hello? calling him names. Now you come to Corey and you calling him names. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Like I said, I know a lot of Detroit dudes. A lot of them are great, kind, considerate. But then I know some that are very problematic, dramatic, like to start stuff, and they love being problematic and they love debating with people, even if they know they're wrong. I know a lot of Detroit dudes. Trust and believe. And if they got your back, they got your back. There's a lot of great ones out there too, but there's a lot of them like him that love to cause drama. Go back and listen to what Anton said about going on Corey's show. Go look at it. But okay, y'all, I got to get out of here. I got people meeting me in 30 minutes. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. I appreciate everyone for being here. Don't forget, I hope everyone has hit subscribe. I wasn't supposed to go live today, but I did. I had to because I'm trying to stay within this algorithm. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye. Be blessed.